So I see some potential setups coming, but they look way better on the pairs that are not like my main four. So for one, EU. On GU, I feel like it looks like structure kind of already broke with the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher low. And then you straight up have a lower high and a lower low. And it's not something that's rocket science. It's not something that's hidden. It looks extremely obvious. Um, I will say this though, the only thing that is concerning to me if I wanted to sell immediately was the fact that the weekly is it's not a candle close plus another one because in situations like these, I could get a bearish candle close out like this, but if the other candle closed bullish, we could continue back to the high, right? So that's that on that. And then, well, before I do anything, I should probably do the dollar. So, honestly, it's the same thing because if I am this is my weekly bias, right? I'm always going to go off of like lower highs that I'm maintaining. But then if you come here and you slap all this and we're still actively in this candle and we have not closed, technically we could still respond to a liquidity level just to retest the lows. Technically. So, but I do have a very, very bullish bias on the dollar, right? So this was the main level that I needed to see for it to break if I thought we were going to continue up. So I have a lot of confidence in the dollar buys. It's just not right now, not today. Today's a Thursday. Today is a day where we usually continue what we've established on Wednesday or we reverse. Um, and because I don't think that we've actually had a reversal this week. And I guess I can't expect it to happen every single week because it is the fourth week of the month. But yeah, I have very bullish buys on the dollar. So now if I see a double top forming, like I thought I saw here, there's a potential we can crash back down, but the main thing you'd want to see is break below this level. So I say all that to say, that's how it is on the dollar. But I ain't gonna lie, on EU right now, it's setting up nice for buys. Because when I take my fib from absolute swing low to absolute swing highs, I'm currently in the most ideal position to be in for continuation of buys. I'm in a liquidity level on the weekly time frame that is crisp, clear, and unmistakable, and I don't have to like twist and turn about it. Like it is what it is. I'm in that 50 level. I'm in my weekly area. The only thing that I need to see to be confident in buys is highs breaking. Show me some highs breaking. Ideally, if this high right here gets smashed, I'll be very confident in taking buys. Oh, hold on, is that the 4 hour resistance level? There is a 4 hour resistance level around there. Yeah, pretty much. So if this level were to break, then that would make more sense. And I would want to, involve myself into buys after like an engulfing. I'll even take a 4 hour engulfing, but I gotta see some stuff. I gotta see the break of this level. So that's EU. If I don't get a break, then we're not shifting into bullet structure. Then I don't need to take it. I don't really care. Move on. The next pair that I'm looking at is Euro AUD. All right, so yeah. So I'll put this here, make it a major zone. Because why did you die into the depths of hell after that? So, I ain't gonna lie. Hmm, Slotting this made it a little bit uneasy in a way because it's like, all right, I don't want to trade back into a liquidity zone that's extremely strong. But if I'm focusing on right now, I will say that the setup is really good. So if I am measuring the retracement of this entire leg, I'm in the 50% level. Oh, here you go. Because this is technically one leg, right? And this is technically the pullback because you also have like a break of a counter trend line. And so it's a pullback, right? But when you get that stuff and you end up right back into a level, a fib level, it's just kind of like, okay, well, now we could be continuing structure again. It's just like, we're not. All I want to do is just be obedient and wait for price because it came into this level last week. It wasn't there. It wasn't in a level of liquidity, but it wasn't strong at all. It just didn't tap into it. This is where I wanted it to hit. And now we got there. Did we get there? Hold on. See something. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, we tapped it. So it's almost like the same thing with EU. But just this alone is very strong conviction for me to be like, oh, we're heading back to probably at least these highs. Because what do you mean to tell me that even if I look over here, this is technically a double bottom. We're testing it, we're testing it, we're testing it, we're testing it, close back in the range. Now it's breaking my little counter trend line, which I appreciate because it's like, okay, these are the signs of a shift in structure. Now, the main thing I want to see before I get involved in anything is just an engulfing candle. Like, and I think that, I mean, you're currently engulfing all these other candles to the left, this whole entire thing to the left. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. So if I can see some continuations of, more bullish engulfings outside of this counter trend line, I'd feel great. I'd be confident about it. My only concern is this level right here. Because what if I get a bullish engulfing, right? And then price goes like this, and it's like, oh my God, liquidity. Need to go find some more buyers and taps back into this before continuing bullish. You know what I mean? It's like that's a move I can't afford necessarily if I put my stop too tiny. So that's why I need to wait for a 1 hour engulfing for added conviction. So those are the two pairs that I'm looking at. Everything else looks like and we have a little bit of news coming up in like 27 minutes for the US dollar and for CAD. So, yeah, happy trading, y'all. Let's end out the week strong.